All right, so if you can hear me with this, that's perfect because this is better for me. But I'm in the gym right now, trying to lose a few pounds. I'm a foodie, so I have to work this little weight off before it gets out of control. I was actually eating nachos on my way to the gym. I felt horrible with the cheese. Like they had it in BJ's, I guess because football Sunday is coming up, and so I bought the bag and the cheese, and I was like dipping all the way to the gym. Is that good? Oh, body. I know your name, your real name, but he knows that's not good. He's a fitness coach, so just pray for me. But I'm here in the gym. I did 20 minutes of a run. I'm just waiting for more people to join. In the meantime, for the people who don't know me, my name is Chiffon House Williams. I use Chiffon House as my business name. Chiffon House is actually my maiden name. So I figured I'll just leave Chiffon House for business because it's catchy, right? I'm in real estate, Chiffon House, get it, kind of goes together. So I just kept Chiffon House, as my logo and my business name. But my name is Chiffon House Williams. That's my legal name. Don't tell anybody. And I got into real estate in 2014. I got licensed. I became a licensed realtor in New York City. And then, let me back up. 2013, I purchased, hey guys, my first 3-family property in Newark, New Jersey, and I became a landlord. I was 27 years old, so I got my license and my property around the same time. Just wanting to be my own boss, like just not wanting to work for anyone. I always had a goal in my head that I did not want to work for anyone. So at 27, I got my property and I got my license. And then at 29, when I was expecting my son, I said, you know what, this is it. Like I quit. I'm just gonna, do sales and make money from my rental property. So I quit my job at 29. I was one of those people that's like, by the time I'm 30, I'm done, I quit. Wait, my headphones look a little crazy. All right, there we go. I don't wanna look too crazy on here. If I look crazy, let me know, please. I'm not one to be offended. So, by 30, I said, you know what, I quit, I'm done, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 anymore. And at that time, I was actually, thank you, at that time, I was actually working a 4 to 12. So I was an assistant director. I was one of those people that, I had my own office, I had my degrees on my wall. At that time, I had already finished college at the age of 25. It was someone else's dream. You know what I mean? Like, you ever sit back and to someone else, and I can say I'm extremely blessed, but to someone else, it's like, oh, she has her own office, I have my degree, I have a great position, I was making decent money, but I was still working for someone else. And that's not what I wanted at the age of 30, maybe at 25, because at that time, as you guys know, it was like, go to high school, go to college, if you got your own apartment, own car, and if you got your degree, then you were successful. But I wanted more, right? So I decided to quit my job at the age of 29. I walked away, pregnant and all. My husband was like, what are you doing? Like, this is not what we signed up for. And I had to try to convince him, like, listen, I'm gonna make my goals work out, So I pursued entrepreneurship. And I did that for about almost 4 years. And then I realized, like, okay, a child is very expensive, right? So although I had my property, my husband was working, I had money, I was making sales, I decided that I still needed some more money and I wanted more properties, right? So I went back to work. I recently went back to work and I make 6 months at work in February. However, I'm miserable. I am miserable. When you are an entrepreneur for 4 years and you kind of set your own schedule, you do your own thing and then go back to work, guys, I'm not sure how long I can do it. I want to get another property and pay off my son's, tuition for school because daycare is very expensive. Unfortunately, my husband and I make too much to get any kind of like voucher. No shade, but those vouchers would be great. But I have to do what I have to do for my family. But I don't plan to be there that much longer. So that was my introduction. At any time you guys can ask me questions. How did I get started? what made me, pursue it, what were my difficulties at that time. But I know I told you guys that I wanted to go over, what to look for when you are scouting out multi-family properties. So I want to go into that. I got some notes. Hold on 1 second. And if you are on my emailing list, I'm going to send you this replay for free right after I'm done. But if you want to join my emailing list, then definitely put your email in my comments, your comments, and I will add you to my emailing list because I talk about real estate all the time. So in my email blast, hey, in my email, hey. In my email blast, I send out like weekly emails just about real estate, how to make money in real estate, the things you may not know. So definitely put your email in my comment and join my emailing list. But let me go right into this in the topic. Enough about me, right? So I'm looking at my notes. So if I look a little distracted, it's because I'm reading my notes. Before we go into anything, are there any questions? Any questions? Any questions about real estate? Although I'm about to go into one topic, but if you guys have any questions, please feel free to stop me. If I'm talking too fast, then definitely let me know. That's that New York, swag. All right, so when you're scouting out the area, you want to decide which state you want to purchase in. Do you want to purchase out of state? Do you want to purchase in your state? You also want to check by zip codes, look by zip code, because let's say I purchased in Newark. Okay, I got your email. I'll definitely add you to my list. Let's say I got your, I'm sorry, guys, I'm all over the place. 1 second. All right, let's say I decide I purchased my property in Newark, right? But in Newark, there's a good side and there's a bad side. Like in each hood, and that's for lack of a better word right now because I hate to call our neighborhoods hoods. There's a good side and there's a bad side. So in Newark, I knew I would only purchase in certain zip codes. So when you're looking to purchase your property, make sure you know the zip code you want to look in. Ask your realtor, ask your wholesaler, which zip code is best. Like scout the area. Go in the morning, drive around the area in the morning and drive around at night. And you'll be surprised to see the difference. You might have people hanging out on your steps at night and not during the day. So you want to go check out that property at night and during the day. Don't get fooled by someone not hanging out during the day and they hang out, they hanging out on your steps at night and vice versa. So you definitely want to check out that area, at night and during the day. You want to see if there's like new cafes in the area, if there's new shopping centers. This is great because that means that it's up and coming. Like, unfortunately, if you see a Starbucks, that means the area is getting better. Okay. You also want to see how much you're going to make in your monthly rent, right? The whole point, you know exactly what I'm saying, exactly. The whole point of you getting into real estate and purchasing a multifamily is because you want to make money. I mean, that's really that's the ideal goal, right? So you want to see what's the rent in that area. Is it $850? Is it $1,300? How much will you be pulling in monthly from each unit? All right. So this is all due diligence. Like people think that you could get into real estate and they just see the money side, but at 27, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't know. My goal was just to become a boss and make money. Honestly, it wasn't like, wow, this is a business. Like, no, we need numbers, we need leases, everything has to be in writing. I always stress people will try to sue you. Like you have tenants who will try to sue you, and I've had tenants who actually try to say they fell on my steps and I had to take legal action. I had to do evictions. Like it's a lot that goes into this. So please guys, do your due diligence, screen your tenants, but this is a whole nother topic. I want to kind of stay on topic. But this is not just a walk in the park. And once you got it, but don't just think you're going to jump into real estate and you're going to just be this pro. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions from people who've been doing this for a long time, and hire a mentor, or pay someone on the side to kind of give you some input and insight. You also want to check, is there transportation around that property? So if you're going to rent out to tenants, you want to see, is there a bus in front of the house or 2 blocks away? Is there a train? Your tenants are going to want to know this because they may have to commute back and forth to work. Is there an attached garage, a detached garage? And then you could also charge for parking spaces. So, I used to charge my tenant $75 per month to park in my parking space because you're the owner. You can do these things, right? So if you guys hear something in the background, let me know, because these people are working out back there. So if it's too loud, let me know. It's like, I was over here by myself. I'm sorry, guys. I was over here by myself, and like, now everyone's coming over here. Sorry. All right. So you also want to, check and see if there are abandoned properties on each side of the property, because if you're going to take out an FHA loan, and we'll get into FHA loan during another live, it's harder to get a loan if there's an abandoned property on either side of the property, because they're looking at it like, we don't want to fund your property if there's an abandoned property on the side, because you might have people, sleeping there or whatever they're doing over there, trespassing or whatever. Now we're going to get to the actual property. After you've done all of that, you've done your due diligence. You want to see if let me move my area, guys. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, hopefully it's just a little better. Once you have found your property, you also want to check to see what kind of work your property needs. So first, obviously, you're going to see the siding, the front of the house. Does the roof need to be fixed? If a roof needs to be fixed, then you're going to be putting in a lot of money. All right. So roofing, depending on how much of a repair the roof needs, that's going to cost you money. Roofs are very expensive. You want to get a roofer, get estimates from different roofers. Don't just go by one roofer, get estimates from different roofers, okay? Do you have to replace the steps? Are the steps broken? Be careful with wooden steps. I've learned that wooden steps, they rot. So you don't want wooden steps at your property because, just in case, your steps rot, you're going to have to replace them. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'm a little rusty, guys, because I am in the gym, but I wanted to be dedicated because I told you guys I was going to go live at 8, so just bear with me. And now when you get inside the property, these are things that may be obvious to you. And if it's not obvious to you, then you definitely want to get a contractor to give you estimates. So, is there mold in the apartment? Does walls have to be replaced? Do walls have holes in it? You want to check the kitchen. You want to check the bathroom. For kitchen and bathroom for rental properties, you shouldn't put that much money in the property because not like that, but it is a rental. Now, if you were looking to flip the property and sell it to a buyer, then you want to put more money inside the kitchen and the bathroom. You might want to put stainless steel appliances, granite countertops. You might want to spruce it up a bit. But for rental properties, try not to put too much money into the rental properties because your tenant may be short term, a year or two. You want to make sure the plumbing is good, the electricity is good. You want to get an electrician. These are things that are not evident to the eye. So you want to get an electrician to see, are there wires hanging? Do things need to be replaced? The plumber, make sure that the plumbing is good, the toilet is working. Guys, there's a lot that goes into purchasing a property, and this is why I decided to become a mentor, because these things I didn't know, and I don't want you to make, the same mistakes. You want to check for mold, asbestos, termites. You want to hire an exterminator. And this is one that's really serious, oil tanks. Oil tanks are and I think I have someone from New Jersey on my live. Oil tanks are very, very, very popular, for the lack of a better word, in New Jersey. So underground oil tanks, they can have a leakage, they can have a spill, there could be contamination, and that can cause you $10,000, anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000 to fix. All right. So guys, I'm trying to give you as much as I can in this live, but again, please put your email in my comment, and I will add you to my emailing list. Do you have any questions? Let me know. And if not, then I'll definitely be emailing you if you're on my emailing list. But if not, I'm gonna end it soon because I don't like the noise in the background. So do you guys have any questions for me? Any questions for me? Is there anyone who's looking to get into real estate? There's actually a few people who's already on my emailing list. It's so funny. When I see you guys Instagram name, I want to call you by your Instagram name, although I know your real name, but it gets confusing because we're so on Instagram all the time that is like you want to call that person by their real name, but I'm looking at your Instagram name. But most of you are on my emailing list, and I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put this replay. I'm gonna send this replay through email. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. Thank you. I'm glad it was very informative. You are doing great. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go. I'm going to like try to be productive. Thank you guys. I'm going to try to be productive in the gym and not eat any more nachos. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and I want you guys to have a great night. All right? Bye.